Welcome back.
Welcome back to Hot Take
Wait,
Hub.
why didn't we turn the TV off?
Bro, leave it on. They can't hear it.
I think they can hear it.
Nah, they can't hear
That's
it.
gonna
Jack
be like
squat,
copyright.
bro.
I
Nah,
got it.
just mute it.
I don't know where the remote is.
Oh, we're tossed. Are we on episode 35, if I'm not mistaken?
35?
Merry Christmas. It's great to be in your homes in this lovely holiday season. Thank you guys for tuning in yet again. Zeke, if I'm not mistaken, has cooked up an amazing docket for this week's episode.
I got some stuff planned.
Oh,
I got
I
some
love
stuff
this.
to dish out, some stuff to handle. Don't have any news.
Dish out.
As far as news goes, I don't know.
It's the holiday season. No
It's the
bad
holiday
news. Can't be doing
season.
bad news.
I want to say this is probably the least hype I've been for Christmas. Out of my
Yeah,
whole life.
same.
Out of my whole life.
I just can't get behind it.
And I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or just because I don't enjoy. I don't know. Like, I enjoy Christmas, but I remember when I was younger, and I guess it's just like a thing with growing up and like getting older. But I remember like I couldn't even sleep.
Yeah, I'm just not as excited for Santa anymore.
Well, no, besides that. But what I'm saying, like, I couldn't go to sleep. Like, I'd be up until 2 a.m. and then I'd wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
But like,
No
it's
shot.
8 o'clock right now. Let me make note of that actually. But like, I could go to sleep at 10 o'clock and wake up at like noon tomorrow, and
yeah, like
it wouldn't affect me.
Yeah, my holiday traditions have definitely changed.
In what ways? What would you do when you were younger?
I would set cookies out. Santa doesn't love me anymore though, so I don't set cookies anymore.
I was never a big set cookies out kind of guy. I never did that.
I did it like it wasn't a yearly thing. I do it every once in a while though.
Nah, I didn't believe in the whole cookie thing. I knew that was a scam.
What?
Not giving some guy some cookies.
Wait, he's giving you Christmas gifts.
Nah. Santa, nah, he's not asking for cookies. Come on now.
Santa's on a diet. Is that what you're saying?
Who knows?
What
Maybe.
was your favorite thing to do during the holidays?
Open presents on Christmas morning. But like, dude, I was so hyped for it. Everyone in my family hated me for it. Everyone hated me. Like, I'd literally I'd wake everyone up at 7:30. I'd be like, let's go. Like, what's going on?
I feel like that's just always the youngest child thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, everyone always hates the youngest child. Like, what? Like, because I'm the same way. My siblings are older, so when I was like 10, they're legit 20 and 25.
Yeah.
So they're not as excited for Christmas as I am, obviously.
Yeah, we're 20.
Yeah, I'm 20. I'm no longer excited for Christmas.
I understand it. I'd always be like, how are you not happy? How are you not excited? But
I'm just not feeling the Christmas
it kind
spirit
of
this
sucks.
year.
It's kind of a big
I went to the mall for the first time
today.
Yeah, to see.
You went on the worst day possible.
Well, dude, there's like a Christmas thing going on. Like Santa comes out and like they do like a parade and stuff.
Really?
And I went to that with my family. I just wasn't feeling it, bro. I was not feeling the Christmas spirit. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Let's just say that.
I think the next time that I will feel the Christmas spirit is when I have a family of my own.
Yeah. I feel like, did you feel more Christmas spirit when you had a significant other?
No.
A little more?
No.
Yeah, I just feel like...
No, something about just like waking up in the morning and going and opening presents, and you have no clue what they're gonna be.
But you're...
Well, no, that's when I was younger. But
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
now
nothing
it's just like
beats
you
that.
can't nothing can like replace that.
Yeah.
Like nothing is better. Like,
well, yeah, I think seeing your kids open gifts will...
that's what I'm saying. I think
you're
that
right.
is the only way that I will enjoy it, is seeing like how excited they get.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I gift people things, and I get a little bit of joy from that. So that's what I was kind of getting at. When you gifted to your significant other, did that give you joy?
Nah, because it was no different than any other gift. Like, a gift is a gift, you know what I mean? But like when you're a kid, you look at Christmas time as not as a gift per se. Like, you're looking at this as like it's free. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think
now I look at it the other way, and I'm just like, yeah.
That until I like see my kids, like, obviously it won't be the same feeling as when you were a kid.
But it just I've seen the joy in their eyes. I feel like is something you can't replicate
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
already.
High lows.
Ooh,
Christmas themed, except for one. Only one of them isn't Christmas themed. Um, the Elf on the Shelf tradition started back in 2002 when Carol Abersold and her daughter Shonda Bell self-published the book The Elf on the Shelf, which I didn't even know that was a thing. A Christmas
yeah.
tradition along with a special box with a small scout elf inside. Over under 2002.
I'm assuming you never had an Elf on the Shelf.
No.
Yeah, because when you buy the Elf on the Shelf, you get the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it comes as a set.
Yeah, no, I never had Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah, I can tell. I didn't have it at the house, but I had it at the
That stuff would
place
creep
that
me out.
I had it at the place that I got my daycare. My daycare had one, and then my friend's house had one, so I know about it.
Nah, that would creep me
2002
out.
seems so like that is before I was born, and I feel like it was just kind of catching on toward my childhood. But I guess maybe that's just because like they got it in like 2010, so I'm gonna say after 2002,
After 2002.
closer to 2006.
2005.
Bang!
Your logic there is just flawed.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
like, I'll give you the point, but no. But why was your instinct, dude? When I was looking this up and I saw 2005, I was genuinely shocked. I thought this was like a thing that's been going on since like the 40s.
No,
That
dude, like no. I remember it catching like because my brother and sister never had it.
oh
Like my
okay.
brother and sister would have had it
I
if
guess
it was
that,
big when they were children,
that makes sense.
but we never had one.
Yeah, no.
So I would have had one throughout my whole childhood. But
Yeah.
we just never got one. Never
Yeah,
caught the wave.
I never had one either. That makes sense a little. Now I see your logic there. That you
Yeah.
never had one, so like it couldn't have been like a tradition from someone older.
Yeah,
Had to be relatively.
because my
young.
brother's 10 years older than me,
Like yeah,
and I was born in 03. So if they didn't have it,
no,
and I
that
didn't
makes
have it
sense.
when I was
It's
like,
like
yeah,
weird. Like why would you have it and they didn't have it?
yeah.
And if you did have it, that would only be.
And my
because it was
mom is a
relatively
big
new.
Christmas person.
Yeah.
Like
You
she
know
was
what?
definitely about that stuff. But
After that, but yeah, like
thank you for
my brother was only like 5.5 years older than me, so kind of made some sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just thought that we were a family that never got it. I didn't realize that we were actually born before it was even created. All right. Next up, John Logie Baird. Kind of sounds like
Yogi Bear?
yeah.
What? Huh?
First demonstrated a color television system in 1929. Baird's system used a spinning mirror drum and revolving disc that alternated blue, green, and red filters.
1929, you said?
1929.
If I'm not mistaken. Colored television happened in 1941. So after.
Wrong.
Dang it.
1928. So like maybe I'll give you a half point on this. Like it's not full color TV, but it showed color. Like it was technically the first colored TV, but it wasn't as good as the
When did
ones
that
we-
thing happen where the one guy like said some words and then he became colored? When was that?
I don't know.
Dang it.
I'm gonna look that
There was
up.
the first man to ever be broadcasted in full color. I forget his name, but I remember like it very slightly.
1953.
Okay,
But
dude.
no. But the first system was back in.
That's rigged. This game's rigged.
It's not
bro.
rigged.
Half point.
It's
Half
ju-
point for
it,
sure.
Like mass produced is what you're thinking. I'm thinking like you know what I mean. Like the first
Yeah.
light bulb that was created was not mass produced.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I get you.
So we'll give you like 1.5 out of 2.
I'll take that.
The conquest of the North Pole was for many years credited to U.S. Navy engineer Robert Peary, who claimed to have reached the pole on April 6th, 1909, accompanied by Matthew Henson and 4 Inuit men. Uta Siglo
Well,
Egigua,
Fortunately,
and Ukwe.
the North Pole doesn't exist, and it's just an Arctic wall that the government is keeping us in. No, okay.
So actually, this never happened.
That actually never happened, sir. We are living in a fake world.
Maybe, but anyway, we'll get to that later.
What were you saying?
1909, over under 1909. April 6th.
You're telling me we discovered the North Pole after we had color television? Doubtful. Give me
No,
under 1909.
this was what 1928 was when colored TV happened, and 1909 is what I'm saying. This.
Yeah, exactly.
So you think that
Before 1909.
Huh? Wait, what? Like you're right, but what is your reason? I'm confused on your reasoning.
I just think 1909 like the 1910s is way too close to color television. We were exploring stuff way before then. 1904, I'm guessing.
No, 1906, but
Close.
I'm confused by the way that you're explaining this right now.
What's up?
You're not, the way that
What's up?
you're saying the way that I just understood that. You were like, no way we had the colored TV
before. Yeah. I'm saying before 1909.
Yeah, but the date was already before 1928. So you're like, yeah, way before that.
Yes, exactly. I'm saying like we didn't like discover the North Pole, then the next year had color television. There were some years in there. Is what I'm saying.
But like, I'm shocked. I would have thought that we would have had color TV before we found Antarctica.
No,
the
bro.
North Pole.
We were explorers.
Yeah, true.
It's just what we do.
True.
Conquerors.
So that's
2.5 out of 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on.
Gingerbread houses originated in Germany. The tradition of making decorated gingerbread houses began in the early 18th century. This trend for gingerbread houses later spread to Britain. Over under the 18th century.
Gee, what the? I got a whole century to guess?
Yeah, so from 1700 to 1799?
Bro.
Before or after the 18th century?
The fuck? I don't know.
Before gingerbread
I'm gonna say after the 18th century.
Not before. It was
Bro.
the 16th century. Dude.
Jesus.
The 16th century gingerbread houses date back to.
That's crazy.
I did it like that though, because if I said like a date like in 15 whatever,
yeah,
like, you're gonna have a higher chance of getting that.
Wow, dude. I mean, it's 50-50 either way. It's a guess.
Yeah.
That's still crazy though.
2.5 out of 4. Salt was first used
What?
I don't even know how to say this word. DEICE. I'm gonna say.
Bro, you wrote the script. Bro,
I didn't put a space.
Bro,
Salt was first used to de-ice roads. I was like, what the heck is de-ice?
De-ice roads?
Yeah, I was like, what? De-ice roads
wow.
in the United States in 1946. When New Hampshire began experimenting with granular sodium chloride. The practice spread as the interstate highway system grew. And by 2013, 26 states were using about 17 million tons of salt on their roads each winter. So over under 1946 salt being used on roads. Before, yeah, it was before 1938. 1938 is when they started.
Just a random guess, because the first car, if I'm not mistaken, was in the 1920s. So it seems like we would have been a little quicker to deal with icy roads than the 40s.
Yeah.
So that's my hypothesis on that one. I'm pretty sure it was the 20s. Roaring 20s, we got mobiles, if I'm not mistaken. It was more popular, at least more affordable.
The car was invented in 1886.
No, not the car. I'm talking like the automobile that was mass produced.
Oh, gotcha. No, back to what I was saying. How like the light bulb was invented.
Exactly. Yeah. Not when the first ever car was invented. I'm talking about like when the Model T was rolling around the streets of London.
I know what you mean. All right. So 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
The first performance of the Nutcracker Ballet was on December 17th, 1876, at the Mariinsky Theater in St. Petersburg, Russia. The ballet is about a girl who befriends a nutcracker that comes to life on Christmas Eve and fights the Mouse King. I've never seen it, by the way.
I have seen the Rockefeller people, right? I think it was called the Rockettes. I've seen the Rockettes on Broadway. Have not seen the Nutcracker. What was my year over under?
1876.
Wow.
First performance. Russian theater.
Like 1867?
1892 was the first performance.
Yeesh.
1892.
Which is still shocking, pretty old.
Because like theater has been around for a while.
That's what I was thinking.
But
I was thinking never a bad guess for theater to go.
To take the under.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You never know.
Next up, and finally, the first written record of glass Christmas tree balls dates back to 1858. Hans Greiner designed and crafted hand-blown glass ornaments in Lasha, Germany. These ornaments, called
No
baubles,
doubt.
were a huge commercial success. Over under 1858.
I think it's gonna be a close line. 1858 seems good. I bet you they were like pretty expensive back then too, because I feel like that took some really fine artsman or craftsmanship back then. Really, probably a glass blower was making them. 18.
Germany popped out on this list
Bro, well, it's
twice.
because Germany makes great, like they're full of innovators.
Uh,
1850 what?
1858.
I'm gonna go under.
Under is correct. 1848.
Oh
So a whole
wow,
decade before.
wow,
Yeah, you ended with a good old 5.5 out of 7. So not
not
bad, not
bad,
bad.
not bad. I'll take that.
Um, Going off of that, Jacob,
Yes, sir.
have you heard of the magic mushroom Santa theory?
What? What
Have,
are we talking about right now?
have you heard of the magic mushroom Santa?
There's kids at home.
No, yeah,
Yes, I've not heard of it.
you've
Please
not.
inform me.
All right. So I'm going to list off basically 8 ways to explain the magic mushroom Santa theory
What?
and give my brief overview. Um, Arctic shamans gave out mushrooms on the winter solstice. Reindeer were shaman spirit animals. Mushrooms, like gifts, grow beneath pine trees.
Mm.
Shamans dressed like Santa Claus. They wore red deer pelts. Mushrooms abound in Christmas iconography. I can't even believe I just pronounced that word correctly.
I don't think you did.
No, I did. Tree ornaments shaped like amanita, mushrooms, and other depictions of the fungi are also prevalent in Christmas decorations throughout the world, particularly in Scandinavia and Northern Europe. Rudolph's nose resembles a bright red mushroom. A visit from Saint Nicholas may have borrowed from shaman rituals, and Santa's from the Arctic. So basically, the theory is that shamans would collect the mushrooms around the Christmas time in December. They were collecting these to give as gifts
Gifts.
because they knew that they would they were like,
Expire.
oh, these are fun.
Yeah, yeah.
But so they would collect them underneath these trees. Then what they would do is they would hang them on their trees in their house next to the fire to dry. They would let these mushrooms dry.
Ah.
Then when it came to like the winter solstice and everything, the shamans would hand them out and give them as gifts to people, and then these people would eat them and then trip and bam. And all these shamans were dressed like Santa Claus, They got their spotted red deer pelts on. I mean, like,
How big were the shamans? Were they a large group
what do you
organization?
mean? What do you wait?
I mean,
What?
was this like a big thing, or is this like 10 dudes up north just eating mushrooms?
No, this was like a big thing, like
That's what I'm
Scandinavian
saying.
culture.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Like, but that's the big magic mushroom
I mean,
theory.
I can kind of see it.
You can kind of see it, dude.
I can see the vision, is what I'm saying.
I think it makes so much sense, dude. If you, I don't have any of the
I mean,
iconography.
I'm just envisioning a snowy Christmas tree with some red mushrooms underneath it, and then they chop down the tree, collect the mushrooms, put the tree in the house next to a fire, hang it on the tree, and I mean, it looks modern in my head. It looks like it would work.
Dude,
It looks like it would be a thing that would happen.
that 100%.
But it's pretty much what we do now.
Yeah.
You just don't give out mushrooms to children now.
No, because they came to a point they were like, these are making us trip a little. Probably not the best. Let's give people other gifts. And
Yeah.
then they stopped harvesting them. But they still were like, let's chop down a tree.
Yeah, I could definitely see it.
Dude, well, I think that explains a lot.
I mean, I don't even know what the origin of Christmas actually is, though.
Well, what do you mean? Do you want me to actually
Like,
look?
who invented Christmas? Like, where did this holiday even come from?
I thought it was a Catholic thing.
I mean,
Roman and European festivals. It basically, yeah, no, I mean, marked the end of the
Roman
harvest
Catholics.
and the winter solstice. So, like, I mean, like, the winter solstice is a big part of this.
I know a lot of religions celebrate winter solstice.
Yeah, well, the shamans did, but so
Isn't
this,
the winter solstice the longest night? Yeah, because
I-
summer solstice is the longest day.
yeah, it's like the shortest time of
Shortest
daytime,
day
though.
and longest night.
The Christmas we know today took shape in Victorian times, when the rowdier celebrations of earlier Christmas periods were toned down into quieter, family-focused festival. The selection of December 25th as the date of Christmas may have been because it's exactly 9 months after March 25th, the traditional date of Jesus' crucifixion. So that's why it
Interesting.
occurs on December 25th. In the 4th century, the Roman Church converted Saturnalia and Sol Invictus to a Christian holiday, the feast of the Nativity to commemorate Jesus' birth. The church in Rome began celebrating Christmas on December 25th during the reign of Constantine, the first Christian emperor. So, like that, yeah, basically
I
Christmas
could
is
see it being
fixed.
a little combination of both,
Of what?
like our traditions.
Well, I mean, we
A little
know
bit
that
of the
anything
Romans, a little
created by
bit
the
of
church
Scandinavians.
is just cap.
Okay.
But
Yeesh.
no, dude, in history that is proven. Basically, all the dude when they were like, "Oh, give me money, you won't go to hell." That's cap. That was literally
That is
just
cap.
that.
That
That
is
was
cap. That is
that is
actually
literally the
scholarly cap.
church taking advantage of people.
That is cap.
That
That was corruption right there.
is
Yeesh.
taking unintelligent people saying, "Pay me money. I will make sure anything bad you've done goes away."
Actually, sounds a little bit like the devil.
Yeah,
Paying
dude.
off your sins.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
But no, I like the magic mushroom theory. And people, whenever I like say that stuff, I guess you've never heard that before, but I've
Oh,
heard it before. Everyone's always like, huh? I'm like, yeah, like all these shamans, man, they were tripping and just handing out gifts to people and they were liking it.
I mean, I think it's just a different version of Christmas. When were the shamans about? When was their time period? I don't know shit about shamans,
I think
straight up.
shamans still exist.
Obviously. That's what I'm saying. If the Romans predated it, then maybe the shamans got a couple of it from the Romans, but just a different version with more mushrooms involved.
I'm gonna look up Arctic shamans. What is an Inuit shaman called? They were Inuits. That's what they were.
That
They were
sounds familiar.
Siberian. Well, yeah, because I said Inuit earlier. Those were the dude that went to the North Pole. He was accompanied
Oh,
by 4 Inuit people.
interesting.
What?
North Pole Inuits,
No,
Santa's
that's what
from the
I'm
North
saying.
Pole.
Yeah, like
Now it's kind of connecting. I can't even lie. I can't
dude, no,
even
that's
lie.
one of the things was Santa is from the Arctic.
Yeah. That's no. Now it's kind of making sense. I
dude.
didn't realize. I didn't think about it like Scandinavia. I don't think
So
fucking.
now I'm gonna read off from this website a little bit stuff because this is where my source is coming from. It's coming from
Reddit?
Live Science.
Reddit?
No,
We
we'll get
back
to
it.
the Reddit stuff
Okay.
later. But so according to the theory, the legend of Santa derives from shamans in the Siberian Arctic regions who dropped into locals' teepee-like homes with a bag full of hallucinogenic mushrooms as presents in late December.
Merry
Um,
Christmas.
as the story goes, up until a few hundred years ago, these practicing shamans or priests connected to the older traditions would collect Amanita muscaria, so the holy mushroom is what that's called,
Mm.
dry them, and then give them as gifts on the winter solstice. Um, so, because snow is usually blocking doors, there was an opening in the
Down the
roof
chimney.
through which people entered and exited, thus the chimney story.
It's all making sense for real.
The math is mathing.
The
right
math is
now.
actually mathing right now.
Dude, that is what the mushroom looks like for all the people. That is what an
I've seen that
Amanita
before.
mushroom looks like. That
Maybe
tell me that doesn't scream.
Seth might have brought this up before.
No, I mean that screams Christmas. So it's just one of the symbolic connections between the Amanita muscaria mushroom and the iconography of Christmas. Hold up, blah blah.
I mean, the math is legit mathing, if I'm being honest.
The reindeer were shaman spirit animals. Let me read this.
Yeah,
'Cause,
well, reindeers are native to that
so
area.
reindeer are common in Siberia and northern Europe and seek out these hallucinogenic fungi as the area's human inhabitants have also been known.
You're telling me the reindeer were tripping?
Yes.
Is that what you're
The
saying?
reindeer
The
were
reindeer are
tripping.
tripping. They thought they could fly.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Yes.
Everyone was tripping so hard they
Dude.
started seeing flying reindeer.
Donald Pfister, a Harvard University biologist who studies fungi, suggests the Siberian tribesmen who ingested the mushroom may have hallucinated and thought the grazing reindeer were flying.
That makes sense. That makes sense. It really does. Like, that adds up straight up.
They were tripping so hard.
They thought the deer were flying. That's crazy. They were on Pluto straight up.
Yeah.
That does make a lot of sense, though.
So yeah, amongst the Siberian shamans, you have an animal spirit you can journey with in your vision quest, and reindeer are common and familiar to people in eastern Siberia. Yeah, as far as like shamans dress like Santa Claus, it said these shamans have traditional dressing up like the mushroom. They dress up in red suits with white spots, the deer pelts.
It makes sense.
So the mushrooms abound in Christmas iconography. Iconography, I'm just gonna say, is
Their
no,
religion.
I'm not. Basically, what that means is like paintings or depictions.
Oh, okay.
So tree ornaments shaped like amanita mushrooms and other depictions of the fungi are present in Christmas decorations throughout the world, particularly in Scandinavia and Northern Europe. Um, Basically, like on certain like paintings, you can literally see the upside down mushroom.
I'm not gonna lie. That'd be kind of crazy if we had an entire holiday off of some dude tripping in
No,
Scandinavia.
we do. We do.
That'd be kind of crazy.
We do. Listen,
That'd be wild.
bless up my guy, whatever his name
True.
was.
He created the greatest holiday of all time.
Yeah,
Straight up.
and he doesn't even know it.
He has
He
no
didn't
idea.
even know it. He did
No
not
idea.
know
That's kind of
what was
crazy.
going to happen. The Rudolph's nose resembles a bright red mushroom. So
Wait, didn't you say his name was Nick?
no,
I thought you did.
no,
Someone else?
That was the Harvard professor.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't got any names on here.
Dude, if the dude who was dropping the things down their chimney was named Nick, Old Saint Nick, I mean, we're really onto something.
So this one's kind of a bit of a stretch. The Rudolph's nose resembles a bright red mushroom.
Dude, they thought the reindeer were flying. You don't
But-
think he could have been seeing a red nose?
So they say his nose looks exactly like a red mushroom. It's amazing that a reindeer with a red mushroom nose is at the head, leading the others.
It's not that much of a stretch when you think everyone who created this holiday was on shrooms. Like,
Many of these traditions were merged or projected upon Saint Nicholas, a 4th century saint known for his generosity, as the story goes. There's little debate about the consumption of mushrooms by Arctic and Siberian tribes, people, and shamans, but the connection to Christmas traditions is more tenuous or mysterious.
ooh.
So, a visit from St. Nicholas may have borrowed from shaman rituals. Many of the modern details of the modern day American Santa Claus come from the 1823 poem. So, it literally comes from a poem, like a visit from St. Nick, which
Yeah,
later
yeah.
became famous as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, all was swell.
Might be the greatest holiday of all time. What do you think? Top one?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Top two, not
And
two?
then, yeah, Santa's from the Arctic. Like, the theory is theorying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the dots connect. I mean, you know, I see Big Dipper, I call it Big Dipper. You know what I mean?
Yet they still are illegal. Like a holiday surrounded around mushrooms. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Basically, everyone should take mushrooms and just trip balls at Christmas time to fully enjoy it. I think is what I'm getting
Is
at.
that what you got from that story?
Yes,
That
dude,
was your point.
If you want to be traditional, get
I
traditional.
mean, yeah, I guess if you're really trying to get in the holiday spirit, you gotta take shrooms.
You're
There's
telling
only
me
one way.
a fun family adventure, like going out to like the woods, finding a tree, chopping it down, taking all the mushrooms off, drying it. You're telling me that wouldn't be a fun family adventure?
I don't think
And then as
they
a
were
family,
feeding the
you-
kids the shrooms.
How do you know, dude?
I don't. I just have a feeling.
Dude,
I feel like it's just kind of a thing around the world where like some parents are more lenient than others, but it's kind of like a hearsay. Like you can't do certain things till you're older. Can't shoot a gun. Can't drink. Can't do drugs.
those
Can't
are the
swear.
no fun parents. Those are the no
I'm just
fun
saying. I mean, like, there's always the more
If you wanna
lenient
have no
parents
fun in
and the
your life,
stricter parents.
Be a parent,
But
like
I
that.
feel like all the parents usually have some age limit where they allow certain things.
Yeah.
So I feel like the 3-year-old probably wasn't doing shrooms. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I
I
think you're wrong.
could be wrong.
I think that these people, when they were gifted these mushrooms, were like, "Oh, it's a gift. We all should have some." And then they put it in their little kid's food, and the kid also had
I
it.
could see that.
Like, they didn't know better. They were sharing that wealth. Oh, you want a little nibble of this? You want a little mushroom nibble? Oh, oh, the baby's flying! The baby's flying, dude. Yeah, dude.
I mean, I
that's how I
guess
imagine
it's
it.
possible.
Um,
Nothing's impossible.
but anyway, that's the conspiracy theory. I like it. I think it's a good theory. It adds up. Moving on. Have you ever been to a play? I'm gonna backpack off of the
Play.
Nutcracker
I
thing
love
earlier.
plays.
You
I've been
said
to
you've
a
been to a
play. Been
Nutcracker,
to several
or
plays.
not? You've
Nope.
said the Rockettes.
Yeah,
What
it's more of a
else?
show though.
What
I've
else?
been to the Rockettes. I've
But
been to
okay, now think of a play, like a Broadway play, or
yeah. I
like
went to the Lightning Thief. I went to Percy Jackson. I went to what was the one I went to? I went to two at our local high school. One of them was like
local high
Shrek,
school.
Conrad. I've been to two plays at Conrad.
Okay.
I forget what they were though. It was like Shrek and like
Do you enjoy going to plays?
I don't hate it.
So in my lifetime, I've been to, in my memory, I've seen Mary Poppins, I've seen Arsenic and Old Lace. I don't know if you know what that
I
is.
don't.
And I've seen The Lion King. The
Nice.
Lion King was more of like a show production,
Yeah.
and the other two were actual like legit plays. But what I want to say is, do you enjoy going to them? Do you?
Yes. But like it's not something like maybe I could tolerate a play once every other month. Max.
Oh,
I
see,
feel like I would get tired of it
for
pretty
me, a
quick.
play is like a once a year ordeal.
I would say the same thing, but that's because I go to New York like max once a year, maybe twice.
Maybe like once every 6 months thing. No,
That
because I think plays are dope.
I do
I
as well. But I think I think I think there's a difference between a play and a musical.
mhm.
I'm not a big fan of a musical, but I'm a big fan of a play. Like if I went to go see Romeo and Juliet, I really like that story, and I think I saw that one too. I saw that one in New York. It was Romeo
That's
and
more of like
Juliet.
a play, right?
No,
No,
because they did a
really?
twist on. They made it a more modern
Oh, see,
Romeo
I
and
don't like
Juliet,
musicals. I don't like musicals.
dude. But they sung a bunch of like Bohemian Rhapsody. It was kind of bangers. I can't lie. And I saw a couple plays while I was on a cruise ship, so I've seen my fair amount of plays.
You've
They're
seen
not bad.
you've seen your been around the block,
I mean,
right?
I'm probably getting close to double digit on plays.
Jeez. Nah, I've been to, so like Mary Poppins would be my musical, and that was when I was like way younger. Saw it in New York City. Arsenic and Old Lace, saw it last year. It was a school requirement, like for a class. Like I had to
Got
go.
you.
But that was more of a play and not a musical. And
Yeah.
that, like, I remember I was like dreading it. I was like, oh, I gotta go see this play. Like I gotta sit there for an
Three.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Then there's an intermission.
Yeah. Another hour
And
and a
then
half.
I gotta sit there for another hour and a half, dude. It's like,
Look,
but
you can.
after going and like the first like hour and a half, I was like, oh, like that went pretty quick. Like, and it was like
Yeah.
enjoyable. Like they did a good job, and it wasn't like every 5 minutes they were saying lodi dodi da. Like
Yeah, that gets annoying,
I,
bro. When
I
every other scene they start bursting
yes,
out in a song,
like
relax.
it felt like everything flowed well, and it wasn't transitioning on a song. Like I don't think there was a single song in this play.
You love that.
No, it was amazing. Like I was like, how is this play still going? And there hasn't been a single song. Like that is
So
a
you
long
thought all
stretch.
plays were musicals?
Like, yes, no, dude. I was like, how could I think every show on Broadway is basically a musical, right? Like
I'm
that's a
not
whole
sure.
production. That is a
You might
production.
be right. I definitely think one I liked. So Romeo and Juliet was a musical. Sorry, it was the musical I saw. It was good because the music was modern and it intertwined with the play itself very well. Like they chose songs that were actually like happening in the play. So it was actually I would give it like an 8 out of 10. It was really well uh choreographed and everything. But to make a play good, the story has to actually be good. It has to be watchable and entertaining. You need snacks and a bev, and I can enjoy a solid play. That's why I think like if I had
Those are your
good
go-tos
snacks,
for a play.
a good bev, and it's like something I really enjoy. Like I actually really enjoyed reading Romeo and Juliet in high school. I actually found that like I don't like reading a lot, but I found that enjoyable. It was a good storyline. Like shout out to boy Shakespeare, Kid Cooked.
He cooked.
Kid Cooked.
Was it the Capulets and the Montagues?
Yeah, that was a banger. Like
Banger.
so
Banger.
I need to be able to watch. I need to be watching
I
a
would want to
banger.
see that.
I need snacks. You gotta have snacks for when it gets slower, and a good bev to watch on the snacks. And I could probably watch a play every other month.
This might be an interesting take, but for me, okay, I'll hit you with the question, then I'll say my answer, and then you get. But where would you want to sit in the rink, or not the rink, in the theater that you think would be most optimal? And I'm saying like first balcony, upper deck,
I
middle.
got you. I've never been in a place with side balconies, but
Well, so like I mean like upper balcony.
I've
like,
usually been toward the top. Feel like that's where the peasants sit.
But all right, you say peasants, but
you can
I
see
think
more from
I would,
up there.
Yeah, I think I would
But
enjoy the play
I
more
think
than if I'm sitting front row.
so.
And I got to look up onto the stage.
If
Like, I
this
can't
is
even
our
see-
theater, right? This is our theater. I'm usually from what I remember, I've always been either back actually every time, really. I've been in like this location. All right. All right. Yeah, right here. Right?
Sure.
When I was seeing my plays at Conrad, I was back here. In New York, I was up
Where's
here.
the stage?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like the
You're
best
in the back. You are at the back of the bus.
there was like a
You
couple
are-
people back here. That's it. I think the best spot to be probably like right here. Still
But
off the
on
stage
first
enough.
row?
No. This is front row right here.
No. I mean like on the first level. So like first level, second level, third.
Yeah,
level.
I think so. I think middle,
Really?
like middle of the first level is probably the best place to sit.
For you is what
I think you can see enough, but you're really close and you can see the actors.
I think from a standpoint of enjoyance, me personally, I would just enjoy being first row on the second balcony.
I think that's a
I
good
have
spot.
no one in front of me other
Yeah,
than a railing.
You can't see
like,
anyone.
I can, like I have perfect view of everything.
Yeah. It's almost like
and
you're
I'm
front
looking
row.
down.
Yeah, it's almost like you're actually like front row right on it, but you're just elevated and back a little bit. I think you could be onto something there.
Yeah, I mean, and like then I feel like just something about being on the first level is just like you got people that are like
I said, I've never watched it in a place that has had two. Maybe the Rockettes had two levels, and I don't remember. But yeah, I don't remember. The cruise ship might have had a second level too.
what would you add to a play to make it more enjoyable? Or would you like or to make your
snacks,
experience
bro.
better?
Snacks.
You just want like some
Just
snacks?
give me the Twizzlers. Give me the milk duds. Give me a bev.
I think what would make a play
Chocolate
more,
milk, dude. I've never had chocolate milk during a movie or a play. I feel like that would elevate the experience.
I think for me it would just be like special effects. That's the one
Okay.
thing that's really lacking.
So during Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, a lot of special effects. The special effects there were pretty good. Like they had lightning, rain. It was kind of good. It was good stuff.
Rain?
Yeah,
Hey, it rain?
exactly.
How do you have rain inside?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's
Yo,
pretty gas.
wait.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Was it like
there's-
actually wet? Was it wet rain, or was
I mean,
it?
I
did it just
assumed
look
it
like
looked like
rain?
they were wet, and then they came back dry. So it was kind of cool.
That is cool.
That's what I'm saying. They were on top there. There's some. I like
That's
and
great.
like the storyline. I know what the storyline is of Percy Jackson, but they changed it a little, and it was really well. Like it was
So based
it
on
was good stuff.
Okay, based on what we just discussed, would you rather watch a good movie or a good play?
This is
What
tough.
do you respect more? Because going just down to the
That's
the
two different
special
things, two
effects
different
thing
things.
alone, if you can create good effects in the real world,
I respect the theater more,
yeah.
but
But the
movies are
production just be
more
better.
entertaining.
Yeah. or at least it'll flow better.
Exactly.
Like the grind for a play is way better.
Yeah, like you got to put on like way more effort.
Like it's one take.
Exactly. You got to
It's one take.
Practice makes perfect type of stuff, bro. Yeah, I respect the grind of the theater more, but I enjoy movies more, so it's like take that with a grain of salt, I guess. But I honestly, I could do this. Should I do this challenge? Should I go and see a movie like every month in 2024 and see how fast I get sick of it? My mom would do this with me so quickly.
What, and then see how fast you get
See how fast you get sick of plays.
See, the thing though with like plays don't come about every. You know what I mean? Like a movie, you can go watch a movie. Like a play, like it's showing.
True. Would I be watching the same?
Months.
True. Would I be watching the same play over and over again?
Yeah, like it's because, like you said, practice makes perfect. They're just repetitionizing.
Yeah,
they are just
that's true.
Back to back to back to back.
I'll have to look into this, but I'd be interested to go and see more plays in Wilmington and see if I get tired of it.
You don't even need to go into Wilmington. There's a theater at UD.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But all right, but like I said, I can.
If you get sick of the ones in Wilmington,
I'll just switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could look into that and we'll see. But yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna diss it right now. I've never been to an opera show though.
I can't do that. Too much singing.
Yeah,
too much. I don't care.
I think the only thing I maybe would
just not the kind of music I like.
Phantom of the Opera, but
I think I've seen
that's
that before.
just to say that you've seen, because like that's classic.
I think I've seen it before.
Like you gotta,
but I can't remember.
Then there's some other one with like some clown. I want to see that.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, clown fan?
I'm looking it up. No. It's about some sad clown.
You look like a clown.
Clown opera. I hope it does. Oh. Pagliacci.
Yeah, he butchered that one.
Pagliacci. No, I didn't. I don't think I didn't butcher that.
Look up Phantom of the Opera real quick.
Pagliacci pronunciation. Hold up, wait. I gotta make sure I didn't pronunciate this wrong. Oh, it's Pagliacci.
Pagliacci.
Pagliacci. Oh,
nice.
What?
We're shocked. All
what?
Right.
What is
the production's going through the ground here, fellas?
Yeah, I actually genuinely don't know.
What are you connected to? You got to be connected to something else.
I'm not connected to anything.
We're chalked.
Oh, maybe my speakers are just chalked. That would suck. But yeah, it's Pagliacci.
Oh, dude, I dropped my phone in the shower. Like, I usually have it on the top soap thing playing music. And my mom came in to use the restroom while I was showering. And then she left. And right after she left, I don't know if it's because she shut the door hard or something, but my phone just fell off and just straight into the tub. I was like, that is tough.
I don't bring my phone into the shower with me.
I love to listen to music in the shower. It's top 2 experience of all time. I can't lie. Dude, like I said, the shower is the most underrated. I know. Probably should.
Basically what
But you can't change this song while you're in the...
Jacob's doing some exclusive content.
That's cap.
That's what he's
saying.
That's
cap. But you can't change this song. That's why he's got to
bring the phone in.
How do you change the song?
What do you mean? You don't change the songs, dude. You're one of those bulls that can't just listen to a song all the way through, dude.
No, I'm saying if a bad song comes on...
Don't have a bad song, bro. Dude. How about you make a good playlist?
What if I think it's good before I go in the shower? Then my mood changes and I want a different song.
Well, you picked the wrong playlist then.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I need it in the shower.
What?
No, you don't watch YouTube in the shower?
No.
Bro, I love to put a Mr. Beast video on in the shower.
Stop.
Yo, shout out whoever's listening to this in the shower right now.
Dude, if you're listening to our podcast in the shower, honestly, yeah. Shout out you.
Shout out you, bro.
No, I could stand behind that statement. But yeah. Nah. Wait, what was that? What were we saying about the shower? Something in the phone with the
No, we were not. We were talking about speakers being messed up. My button on my phone is clogged and it won't work. My volume button doesn't work anymore. Tough. Look up Phantom of the Opera for me real quick.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I know. What is it? I feel like it sounds familiar, obviously, because it's goated, but I can't remember if I've seen it before.
The Phantom of the Opera, yo.
I feel like I have, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I'm just recalling something else.
Yeah, it is a musical. What is the storyline? So 1910 novel tells the tale of a disfigured musical genius who haunts the Paris Opera House. That's kind of cool, though. That's kind of a cool
Phantom of the
storyline.
Opera makes sense.
Yeah, and like he's a musical genius and he haunts the
When you think of
opera.
Phantom, what do you think of?
A phantom? I
Yeah.
think of a ghost.
Think of a car.
I think of a ghost. Yeah, my first guess
Like
is
when I
not a
think
Rolls
Phantom,
Royce.
I don't think Danny Phantom. I think Phantom.
That's a good show.
True.
That's a good show.
True.
Oh, what would I do to make a play more fun? I already said special effects, right?
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I want
Chocolate
them
milk.
flying around. I want them like hooked up to some
And
strings.
like I think you really would have liked
Percy Jackson with the
Percy
rain.
Jackson.
Yeah, I probably would have.
It's a really good storyline. It's entertaining. Yes, I knew it was happening, but it changed. They changed it a little bit, so it's not like same old, same old. A lot of special effects. I think you really would have liked it. I have cups from it. That was the New York one too.
All right,
That
so
one and Romeo and Juliet.
that all being said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna spiral into our next and probably one of our last talking points.
Wait, real quick. Percy Jackson, a new TV series just got released on Disney Plus of it. Kind of want to watch it.
I don't have Disney Plus, but I mean it's probably good.
Probably gas.
Percy
Different
Jackson?
actors, obviously, than the original movies, but
Yeah.
I think I read like half the
Ugh,
books.
the OG movies are so good.
They were so good, dude. They're
Yeah.
gas.
When they got to go find all those
They're
stones.
actually heat, bro. Those movies were so good.
The
All right,
Lightning
sorry.
Thief. Yeah.
I chalked you there. Go ahead.
Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief. Go watch that movie.
10 out of 10.
I'm gonna piggyback off of the highways.
She was
earlier.
bad, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude.
All right, I chalked this. Y'all back on
Yeah,
topic. Back on
dude.
topic. Chill.
Nah, dude.
Chill.
Yeah.
And that movie
Deer
specifically,
in the
bro.
headlights. Bro.
While she
yeah,
was fighting him with the sword, bro.
Yeah. Nah. If
Eesh.
I saw her in real life, I'm freezing. Like,
Bro, for real. I'm
freezing.
turning into whatchamacallit, Medusa, bro. Just
Why do you think the highways were invented?
we talked about this a little bit pre-show. For some reason, I thought it was like so the military could move across the country faster.
It's not what you said earlier, but
It's not,
yes,
but that's what I thought it was actually.
That is what.
Oh, I'm correct.
Yeah,
I said president earlier. I now remember it was actually military, not just the president.
The Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956, also known as the National Interstate Defense Highway Act, marked a significant milestone on the development of the U.S. highway system. It allocated substantial federal funds for the construction of a vast network of interstate highways, setting the stage for
Is this Reagan?
road network that exists.
Is this under the
today.
Reagan?
I don't know who was
I
in president.
feel like it was Reagan for some reason. Although I'm probably gonna look really stupid right here.
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Tough. Next,
President.
I could not, dude. I hate the education system for putting such an emphasis on stuff like that. I should know that. But
So-
it's also like I should know it, but it's also not that important, I feel like it's important to learn the lessons of history because history doesn't always repeat, but it tends to rhyme. So like it's good to know what
Yeah.
happened, but like I couldn't list you
If you don't know history, you can't learn from it.
exactly. But I couldn't list more than 3 presidents in a row. Like in I forget the word, timely order.
So I did this actually the other day. One of my buddies.
Like, I could name Kennedy, but I couldn't now name you who came before or after Kennedy.
Dude, this guy's like a history buff, and
Probably
we were
should.
just like listing off just random useless information that we knew, and it started with country flags. We try to do like the whole alphabet A to Z. Like there's one for every single one except
Zimbabwe.
For X. And
You
then we were
saved it.
like, what other like things like that? And we're like presidents. I kid you not, this kid knew every single president in the correct order.
Yeah,
And I was like, if you told me to do that,
like I
and
should
said
I
if I
should know it, but I just don't.
I could do it if I had help. And when I say help, I mean in the sense of if they gave me like the first letter of the name. Or if they
Bro, that's cheating. You can't do it. You just can't do it.
I could name every single president
Dude, I at work yesterday, I was playing the game Time Guesser. It gives you a picture that was taken during a year at a location, and your goal was to guess the exact location and the exact year. Uh, and you got scored on that. Super fun game. You guys should go play it.
I'd probably maybe do good at that.
We'll play it after this.
Yeah.
But Alex Ulrich was a history major in college. Dude, he has cracked at that game. He's like, dude, that's the Burj Khalifa. Or obviously I know what the Burj Khalifa is, but he's like, dude, that's Italy. I was like, what the fuck? How? He's like, oh, that's Spanish. Or he was like, that's German language. I was like, bro, how do you know this? Like, how much stuff did you learn? Like, maybe I should just go back to college and get a history degree. Because he just knows so much. It was insane. He was like, oh, that's 1970s. That's post World War II. I was like, how do you know? He's like, I can tell by the clothing. What?
What?
What do you mean?
What?
It was like they didn't wear trench coats in the 40s. I was like, what? And then this one dude, we were checking a guy out, and I was still doing the game over here, and Aiden, my coworker, was checking the guy out, and I was like, when did when did suits become popular? And
70s.
Incorrect. So they become popular after market crashes, right? When the market's doing good, you can hire whoever you want and people are more laid back. After the market crashes, they become stricter on, or like during the market crash, they become more strict on who they're hiring because they don't have the capital to pay more people. So they have to be more precise on who they're hiring. So people need to look better to elevate themselves. So they wore suits more often. So during the 08 crash, more people were wearing suits. 09, more people wearing suits. Now, we haven't had a crash.
There's like no one wearing suits.
We haven't had a crash in a while. No one's wearing suits. Back in 2020, no one was really wearing suits because it was COVID. But that was the kind of the most recent crash. But no,
it's facts.
Fashion has more expanded because the economy just kept growing. No one really cares. Anyone will hire anyone.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You get retired. You get work from home. No one cares.
Gosh, that's kind of crazy to think about though. Like subconsciously, it's like one like everything just goes to like complete doo-doo.
Yeah, like the 90s, it was real funky styles. Like people were wearing different stuff. Like, you know, fashion was going crazy. 08 hits, are wearing suits. Get wrecked. It's kind of crazy to think about it. I'm not sure if that's like 100% sure, but there's definitely an uptick in suit wearing when crashes happen.
When's that crash
People need
happening?
to get professional.
When's that crash happening though, dude?
I
got my suits ready.
Some people are saying soon, but
I got my suits ready, Jacob. I'm gonna be.
No one can predict anything.
I'm gonna be rocking my suits when I go to get groceries, dude.
That's hype, dude. I can't wait for a time where I can just wear a suit all the time, and like, it's tough. I love suits,
dude. That's one of the things I always think about is like I have suits, but when am I gonna wear them?
Exactly.
Because my profession also, like, as a physical therapist,
you're never rocking
I'm
that
not
suit
rocking a
unless you're going to like a
suit
banquet. Banquets.
Yeah, but like, dude,
because
your
your practice is gonna need sponsors and sponsors. So you're gonna have to do banquets with those sponsors and stuff like that. I would say banquets is when you're gonna need them.
Yeah, or I could just be a baller PT and just wear a suit.
That would be tough. You would be a pimp for real.
Just wear the suit because, like, who cares?
Yeah,
I'm just doing the PT. I'm not actually.
Could you do your PT in like
100%?
A dress shirt?
100%.
Yeah, do it then,
dude.
Just elevate yourself.
Stunting.
Exactly.
Oh my
just
god.
elevate yourself. Be better.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna get those things that like hold your sleeves.
Biceps?
No. Yo, roasted. You really just roasted me.
Yeah. Sorry, my body's that for it now, but
yeah.
Cufflings, I think, is what you're talking about.
Well, no, cufflinks are cool, but no, I mean the thing that like keeps your sleeve up. So like I could
just see people like fold it back onto their bicep.
No, so there is actually a device, Jacob, believe it or not.
That's crazy.
Sorry,
I have biceps. I don't need that.
You can bring your sleeve to a certain point, and then you can cuff it, and the cuff will stay there, and you can.
Seems pretty tough.
What do you mean pretty tough?
Like,
it's pretty tough.
Tough.
Dude,
that's
pretty tough.
That's pretty cool.
You got clips holding up your
sleeves.
Cool. That like
Like I could see you doing this.
Dude, I'd so rock that, dude. Oh my gosh, but
That's
that's like
funny.
an old trend. That's like what like people would do back in the 50s
In
and
like
stuff.
08.
I'm gonna bring that back. Yeah, dude. Oh wait, nah. Let me. I'll show you that post pod.
Yeah.
But
What were we talking about?
no, we were talking about the National Federal Aid Highway Act.
Ah,
of 19
yes.
But so yeah, 5 things: the development of national defense, economic development, efficient transportation, connectivity, and safety. I don't know if we were talking about this on the last podcast, but when you look at the road systems,
Mm-hmm.
what is the road extremely good at? What as for the United States, other than all those things that I just listed, on an economic standpoint, what is the road good for?
To me, it's good for traveling goods, like transporting goods,
Jobs. Think about all of the jobs that the road supplies.
like construction. You mean?
Yes.
I guess so. I guess it's a
What
it's a
I'm
lot.
confused about, it's kind of an inelastic good, but I think roads are inelastic.
What is?
Why don't we build roads to be indestructible? You know what I mean? Like we put
I
so
think
much of
I
our
think I
resources
think
into
we
roads.
try.
No, no, dude, no. Because if we had perfect roads, think of all the people that would not have a job.
So you're saying? I mean, it's just like
Dude, when there's
we're
road work,
paying taxes for road work
I'm
because we say don't. We were talking about with your mom. Taxes go toward like helping the roads and stuff,
yeah,
and that could be stopped if we had more durable roads.
yes,
So
dude, it's all for the economy. It's all to create jobs. It
yeah.
isn't any. Think about, I mean, a
So do you
perfect
want our
example.
economy to fail or what?
No, 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 no. What I'm saying though is,
To hack to keep unemployment down.
yes, but what I'm like,
Work smarter,
that's a
not
different
harder.
thing. I think unemployment is dumb, in my opinion. I think people, I think that there is a possibility at some point, maybe not in our lifetimes, but dude, you look back in the old days, there were just communities where like people wouldn't work and they would survive perfectly fine. And
Are we talking about
what?
what I think we're talking about?
No, I don't know what you think I'm talking
I'm talking
about.
about like a one income household.
No, no, I mean
I'm
like
confused.
you just have a village and like this dude just
Oh.
has that house. Like he just lives there.
Yeah, but he has to do something to put food on the table. He has to trade for something to get the food. So he would do
Yeah, but he doesn't need a job. And that,
So the way you could fix that is if people truly just do what they love for a living.
Mhm.
Like that guy loved to make pottery.
Mhm.
So he would gift people pottery for food, and
I'm
that's
gonna,
how he would live.
I'm gonna take a note down of this because we don't have enough time to talk
We
about
don't.
this, but it's something that I do want to talk
Maybe
about.
like bring back the trade and barter system.
Well, I've always said that, but
You have always said that. That's why I brought it up.
well, no, but everyone always looks at me like I'm dumb, and I'm like,
You are dumb, but not for the reason. People
I'm
say.
no. People think I'm dumb because it's like, oh, that just can't happen. But like, yes, we actually very well easily could go back to that, but we're just too progressed now that all the people that are rich would not want to.
Let's talk about this next pod because I have some very strong thoughts on this.
Okay, but I mean, we've got 3 minutes to talk. Bring back the trade and barter. Yeah,
Happy holidays, fellas.
yeah.
Just spread some love. There's not enough love out in the world. Be kind to one another. Enjoy your time with your family. Wear ugly sweaters more often. Care a little less about certain things. Not everything.
Pagliacci! Pagliacci! Yeah, go watch a musical.
Maybe
yeah.
go take shrooms.
Yeah.
We don't endorse drugs.
No, we do not endorse drugs. I also don't back 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah.
Call 1-800-GAMBLER, but I'm not backing 1-800-GAMBLER.
We saw a
anymore.
clip of someone calling 1-800-GAMBLER, and the person on the other line of the other end of the phone line pretended to be Wendy's. So they either called the wrong number or 1-800-GAMBLER is a fraud. But we don't condone gambling or drugs or excessive alcohol consumption.